This video focuses on dot product of two vectors. The operations of vector addition and scalar multiplication result in vectors. We've already talked about that in previous videos. So vector addition and scalar multiplication result in vectors. The opposite is true when you have the dot product. What you're going to get is a scalar, a number, rather than a vector. So I'd like you to go ahead and highlight dot product of two vectors results in a scalar, a real number, rather than a vector. So in this yellow box is how you perform the dot product. So we have vector v and vector w. And those are both vectors. And to perform the dot product, what you do is you multiply the a values and then add it to the multiplication of the b values. So the dot product of two vectors is the sum of the products of their horizontal components and their vertical components. All right, the next slide is an example. So here's an example where we have two vectors, vector v and w, and we want to perform in part A the dot product of vector v with vector w. So here's vector v, and here's vector w. So in order for us to do the dot product, I'm just going to write down that formula again. You're going to multiply a sub 1 and a sub 2 together, plus b sub 1 times b sub 2 together. All right, so here is your a sub 1, and this is your a sub 2. You're going to multiply them together. So 5 times negative 3. Add, and now this is your b sub 1 and your b sub 2. So negative 2 times 4. Now we simplify those products. So negative 15 plus negative 8, and then we combine them together to give you negative 23. All right, part C is taking vector v and multiplying it, dot product to vector v. So we're going to work with the same vector twice. So we're going to take a sub 1 times a sub 2 plus b sub 1 times b sub 2. So here's a sub 1, and this is also a sub 2. So 5 times 5 plus b sub 1 and b sub 1. So negative 2 times negative 2. Now we simplify it. 5 times 5 is 25 plus negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. And then you add those values together to give you 29.